Attention crew, this is your captain speaking. We are heading towards the Dyson spheres. For the foreseeable future, we are going to be operating in the Delta Quadrant. Our first mission is going to be alongside Voyager. So at least we have somebody who knows something about where we're going. On screen.
Welcome to the Janolan Dyson Sphere. The situation in the Delta Quadrant is continuing to develop. We will need the assistance of all our allies to stay ahead of it.
Well, I do agree, Admiral, but I was told you have asked for me personally. Alright, we can do that. Well and true. Helm, set a course.
It's been 32 years since Voyager finished its journey.
We thought we had left the Delta Quadrant behind us.
We were wrong.
The gateways to the quadrant are open.
And the choices we made have long-lasting effects. Now, we will help the friends we left behind.
And fight the rising darkness.
Voyager's first trip through the Delta Quadrant was a solitary one.
We must return to set things right.
This time, we must unite to survive.
Honestly, I have no idea. I just know that he asked for me personally, which I do find weird. There's a bunch of people he could have asked for. Why somebody he just met? I guess so. Take us out of warp, we're here.
Greetings. Admiral Tuvok is waiting for you in the conference room.
Well and true, Commander.
Welcome aboard, sir. If you'll come with me, I'll take you to Admiral Tuvok. He wants to see you right away.
Lead on.
Sorry we don't have time for a tour, but the Admiral insists he needs to speak with you right away.
Oh, my bad. Romulans would usually have at least 3 corridors in both directions, so navigation gets a bit hazy. I just went to the more complicated side by default.
The Admiral is waiting for you in the ready room.
Well and true. Oh, that's an interesting sculpture. You do not look so good, Admiral.
Greetings. Thank you for coming so promptly. We do not have much time, and I require your assistance.
What's going on? And please don't say Pomfar.
I am still under telepathic assault by the Undine we know as Cooper. He has found some means to greatly increase his psionic power, and I cannot withstand his assault indefinitely. I will need your help to repel Cooper's attack and counter him.
That would explain why you look so worn out. What do you need me to do?
I have been able to deflect Cooper's attacks thus far, but I require assistance to repel him and gain any useful information. I propose initiating a Vulcan mind meld through which you will be able to enter my mind and aid me against Cooper.
That sounds rather risky, but I guess it's our best choice.
My mind to your mind. Your thoughts to my thoughts.
Whoa. I hate hospital beds. This is weird. What in the elements is going on here? I'm guessing I'm in Tuvok's mind. But there is no Tuvok, and apparently we're under a lockdown due to Omega. Great. Well, the doors seem to be locked. Come on. Nope, maybe the hologram. Oh, there it is.
Please state the nature of the medical emergency.
I'm confined to the sick bay. Can you override everything for me?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? First, I need to make sure you're not contagious or suffering from any injuries. This will only take a moment.
You sound weird, and I need to get to the engineering.
Don't be difficult. I'm only doing my job. Engineers and captains, always in a hurry to get out of sickbay.
You let me go, or I shoot you.
You're not going anywhere. Doctor's orders.
Well, that settles that.
Can you hear me? Come speak to me at the desk terminal.
I hear you. What in the elements is happening in your head?
The mind meld was successful. Excellent. I am currently trapped in the ready room. For the moment, I will only be able to communicate with you remotely. Cooper is working to subvert my mental defenses, and I must focus my concentration on keeping my mind intact.
So am I breaking you out?
No. Cooper is trying to erode my emotional control. Symbolically, this means that he must destroy Voyager. To do so, he is attempting to overload the warp core. You must proceed to engineering to stop Cooper from destabilizing the warp core. If he is successful, he will have broken down my mental control systems. Once the core and my mind are protected from Cooper's attacks, then we can take control of this mindscape. Take the pad from the doctor's office. I will use it to communicate with you as you proceed.
I would ask why, but we're inside your head, so I'm just gonna listen to you.
Good. Now we will be able to remain in contact. Proceed to engineering.
Whoa, that's not good.
Cooper is attempting to subvert my mental defenses by replacing my memories with engrams from his bioship. Until he is expelled, these kinds of incursions will continue. You may see strange items or distortions in your surroundings. Ignore them and proceed as best you can. Remember Kiri Kintha's first law of metaphysics. Nothing unreal exists.
That sounds like a rather logical law. Can't say I read that before.
Cooper is trying to overload the warp core. You must keep it stable.
I have a feeling the door should be here, but there's none. Something's wrong.
The mindscape is a simulacrum. Cooper may move elements to suit his needs, or try to stop you. Certain areas may be blocked or damaged, or even transformed. Do your best to reach your destination. Cooper cannot simultaneously attack an area and conceal it.
So make him focus on something else, like severing our communication.
What are you doing here?
I'm here to stabilize the core.
What are you doing here? This area is very dangerous. The core is unstable.
Where's your chief engineer?
Milana, I don't know. She should be here, but as far as I can tell, everything on Voyager's about to fall apart, and I'm the only one here. Stay back. I'm going to put a force field around the core while I try to stabilize it. It won't contain a core breach, but it might block some of the radiation if the magnetic stabilizers give out.
I can stop the breach. Let me do it.
I've almost got this. Just keep back. It will only take a few more minutes.
And Sin, we need to work together.
You are stupid, aren't you? Only people the Vulcan melded with should be here. Not everyone on Voyager is part of Tuvok's warped little subconscious. Some of us are far more exceptional.
Step away.
I'll destroy you. And Tuvok's mind with you.
Alright, considering this is a kind of a simulation, I can conjure some stuff too. For example, teleporting dry plasma directly on your head.
This will strengthen my mental defenses.
Now let's deliver this warp core. Done.
Excellent. With my mental defenses stabilized, we should have additional time to fend off Cooper's intrusion. Head to the crew decks. Inside of my memories exist fragments of personalities from any person with whom I have previously experienced a mind meld. You may be able to find someone whose personality is not wholly part of my mind, and thus not susceptible to Cooper's influence.
That sounds rather creepy, but I'll take any help I can get. Ah, great. Don't worry, I'm used to hallucinations. Crew decks, you said?
Move through the crew decks to your right. You may be able to find a fragment of a personality who can help. People with whom I have previously melded have left impressions of their katras in my mind. You may be able to convince one to assist you. Because they are not technically me, Cooper's ability to subvert them may be limited.
Alright, find somebody weird in a sea of weird individuals. So, weird to the weird. That person just disappeared. It's hard to think of this as not real. Oh, you seem weird. Hello?
What is happening? What am I doing here? Who are you? I require specifics. Answer me.
Voyager's in danger from species 8472. I need to liberate Tuvok. He's been held in the captain's ready room.
I have no reason to trust you, but it seems familiar somehow. Why am I in the crew quarters? I should be in my regeneration alcove.
I have no idea. Tuvok can explain. Here, have the pad.
7. You are currently experiencing an engrammatic regress as a result of a Vulcan mind meld. You must assist me in reasserting control over the meld. I am currently locked in the ready room next to the bridge. Exercise caution, the species 8472 has subverted the vessel.
Alright, let's get going then. Why am I clumsy even as a figment of imagination? A brick wall. Tuvok, you've been spending too much time with the humans. Can't knock it over, might as well be solid neutronium. Where do we... oh.
That is Borg technology. But the presence
What?
of the collective will not dissuade us. Assimilation is irrelevant.
Oh, I think we just saw into Cooper's mind. Or at least his nightmares. No, thank you, no, thank you. Get plasma.
Assimilated and reflection of the unconscious fears of species 8472.
Yeah. Don't think these fears are unconscious though. I think that everyone's freaking terrified of being attacked by the Borg. I experienced it firsthand, well, to some extent, so... It's not nice. Come on, Cooper, if you're gonna try to confuse me, at least give me a proper hallucination. Right. To the bridge we go. Ready?
Oh, you're here. Let's just get this over with.
So you're gonna shoot yourself in the head and let us go? Oh, you're not that smart. Oh well.
I will secure the bridge while you release Tuvok.
Alright, now where in the elements is he? Here? Oh. Hold on a sec. There we go. Now, are we done with this?
With Cooper defeated, he should no longer be able to maintain the telepathic link with my mind. For the time being. We must end the mind meld and consider our next course of action. Now that we have removed Cooper's influence, it is time to break the link between he and myself.
Agreed. Whoa, I don't know why I took out my gun. I don't know how that even got here.
With Cooper's attack temporarily halted, we are in a position to slow the advance of his Undine forces. Please accompany me to the bridge.
I'll be right there. Huh. Doesn't this little sculpture look different now? Oh, so it was meant to change. Alright. Kinda feel weird. Anyways. What are we doing, Admiral?
We still do not have a fix on Cooper's whereabouts. I will contact Starfleet for any current information about Undine movements. Use the sensors to check for their quantum signatures. Voyager's sensor array is currently calibrated for tracking Undine movements, so you should be able to garner results quickly.
I'm not much of a scientist, but I can fire off a sensor. But shouldn't you have somebody on this console? Something feels off. Oh boy, this is not good. Admiral Tuvok?
You should return to your ship. While I am somewhat fatigued as a result of the mind meld, I believe that I can continue in my duties on Voyager while we plan our next steps.
Yeah, no chance. Omega Directive. If you combine that with a missing officer and your little messed up sculpture, I think there's only one logical conclusion.
We must still be in the meld. Cooper is trying to deceive us. He needs to break the link cleanly, but lacks the strength to confront us directly.
So we can get something from him before he breaks the link. I really hope that killing your crew members in your head won't result in any difference of how you treat them.
We should use the link to our advantage. If we can track Cooper through the link, we can then pursue him in the physical realm. Since the mindscape deals in symbolic representations, we need a map to his location. We should proceed to astrometrics.
Let's get to it then. I'm guessing it's not gonna be as easy as it sounds. How do we get down again? Your head and the ship is confusing. Oh, I think I get it. Yes, I can feel his presence. It's not very...
Cooper is trying to block your progress.
Oh,
Look for another path.
What is this? These people remind me a lot of people I saw in Virinat, although they're not. Well, they're not friendly, that's for sure. What in the elements was that?
In 2375, Voyager encountered a malfunctioning Borg vinculum that had been turned into a trap by species 6339. This vinculum caused other personalities from the collective to surface in 7 of 9. I entered a mind meld with her in an attempt to stabilize her personality. These people are echoes of the personalities of people assimilated by the Borg. They are not truly aware, knowing only that they desire to escape. It may be helpful to think of them as ghosts, metaphorically speaking, of course.
Ghosts I can deal with.
I sense we are making progress. Keep searching.
This looks like the astrometrics lab. I can not get in. What in the elements is this saying? Whoa! Oh, great! Join the fun! And... done. What in the elements is a herring? Ding! Like the old-timey elevators? Is that your subconscious or Cooper's? You do not sound convincing. I found something. Something about the Northwest Passage. Does that ring a bell for you? Are we back for real this time? Whoa, I am hallucinating. Well, this thing looks solid. Pardon me for a moment. Right, you folks all normal? Yep, there is a person there. Don't say that. I'm guessing you heard my previous comment. Right, we're back and I'm not hallucinating anymore. Yeah, Talshar devices. Now, what do we do next?
This ordeal has taxed me mentally, but I must continue the mission. I have learned that Cooper is in fluidic space, in an area that corresponds to the location known in our dimension as the Northwest Passage. We must travel there and enter fluidic space to confront Cooper once more. He is aboard a special command bioship that he cannot abandon. If we catch him in fluidic space, we can force a final confrontation. Please join me on the bridge. I must focus my concentration on regaining my strength. I need you to enter our destination coordinates and make certain that there are no more surprises.
It will be my pleasure. I'm just gonna borrow this console for a moment, helmsman. And there. Coordinations locked.
Voyager will join you in the Northwest Passage. We'll leave as soon as you've returned to your ship. We need to hurry if we want to catch Cooper.
Then I'll give you a head start so it's a fair race.
This area of space was labeled by Commander Chakotay as the Northwest Passage. It is a corridor of space that the Borg avoid because of the high incidence of quantum singularities, which the Undine use as points of transit. Voyager encountered the passage in 2373, and Captain Janeway chose to use it to travel through Borg space. This precipitated our first contact with species 8472.
I'm guessing we can just pick a portal and go.
We must locate a quantum singularity that will lead us into the correct area of fluidic space. My suspicion is that Cooper is using this region as a staging ground for the massed Undine fleet, and his command bioship will be there as well. Approach each singularity and check its quantum wave signature. When we find the correct one, we will pass through.
We are scanning several ships, so I'm guessing we'll have to deal with them first. All hands, battle stations. Are in the clear. Alright, then scan singularity. We found a match.
This passage will work. Quickly, we must go through the portal. We need to reach Cooper's command bioship. According to my scans, he is using a modified dreadnought as a control vessel. Intriguing. Cooper's bioship appears to have nerve clusters, gyri, and structures typically associated with brain matter. While most bioships are organic, they are not aware. Rather, they are biological tissue operated by the Undine as tools. Cooper's vessel is different. It is possible that the ship is self-aware.
Alright, so this massive thing is all one ship, and this massive thing can think.
This would explain the increase in Cooper's telepathic abilities. Not only is his command bioship able to coordinate the entire Undine fleet, acting as a brain for the other ships, but it also amplifies his psionic power. We must gain access to the ship directly. We will need to temporarily disable its shielding mantle, so we can fire upon vulnerable sections to disable it.
Right, drop the shield, teleport on board, beat up Cooper. I can do that.
You've come a long way, but as you can see, I am not unprepared for your arrival. This command bioship is unique. It is capable of coordinating an entire fleet of bioships. A fleet that will launch from the structure you see here. Even if you attack me, I suspect you will find the sheer power of my new fleet to be overwhelming.
Ignore him, let's just lay in a course for the nearest Undine ship. We need to disable them before we do anything else. etc. Even we need a weak spot. Shoot the giant sentient ship's butthole. Got it. I guess that just depends on preferences. Status report. Viral, grab the new guy and meet me at transport pad 1. I'm gonna need you there.
Command bioship is weakened. We must beam aboard and locate Cooper while it is possible. We are close to Cooper's position, but the bioship is blocking transport in the area closest to the central nexus. We must find control nodes that will allow us to enter the nexus. As the ship is organic, we may be able to force it open by sending impulses through certain nerve endings, thereby causing a reflex reaction, much like a sneeze.
Got it. So we're basically down in its, well, trachea. Oh, great. By the way, Viril, that is not your ship. Yes, I know, that makes it our ship, because we're both keeping it afloat. I'm telling it to you while we're both fighting on Dean. On their ship. Or relax, human, and let us argue in peace. Alright, we're in the clear now. By the way, where were you two? Fair. Now, there might be more reinforcements on the way, so you just stay ready. Alright, no response. I'm guessing they're waiting for us in the main room. That means there's a tough fight ahead.
Cooper should be in the chamber just beyond this door.
Hold on. If a ship has a mind of its own, couldn't I try to reason with it?
An intriguing notion. I shall make the attempt. You must protect me from Cooper and his soldiers while I concentrate on the mind meld. When you are ready, we shall proceed.
Well, I'm ready if you are. Right, folks, pick a target and shoot at it until it drops. For example, him.
You must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate.
Somebody help the human.
Undine attacks while I concentrate. You must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate. You must protect me from Undine attacks while I concentrate.
Go on, you dim. Are you okay? Good, try and help them.
What is happening? You did this!
My mind to your mind.
Communication link established.
Your thoughts to my thoughts.
The weak will perish. Why should we listen to the weak?
You will perish when the Iconians complete their purge. To the Iconians, you are weak.
We must survive.
When we fight one another, we are weak. United, we are strong.
No! Don't listen to him!
We must see to our needs.
The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few.
The many must survive.
We don't need them!
The many will be strong. The strong will survive.
They are weak. I will save us!
You are weak.
What? No!
But together, we are strong. You will be repurposed.
No!
Alright, let's get these two sleeping beauties up.
The Bio-Dreadnought has no intention of entering our space. Now we must return to our ships before the Undine retreat to their own fortresses in fluidic space.
Yeah, we're going. Just let me get my crew ready to travel. You folk okay? Well then, let's leave.
There are no signs of Undine pursuit. Whatever the intent of the remaining Undine forces, it seems that they do not involve our dimension. As a Vulcan, I am not given to personal displays. Nonetheless, we have shared a deep connection. We will always carry a part of this experience with us. In a sense, you have become a portion of my mental defenses. Part of the ship and crew that define the most challenging aspects of my existence.
Well, I don't know how much help I will be, considering my own mentality is a bit broken. But it was an honor, Admiral.
Our shared effort has prevented another Undine invasion, and incidentally allowed me to retain my sanity. Your contributions are appreciated. I must advise Starfleet Command of these developments. I am sure we will speak again. Until then, I am confident that events in the Delta Quadrant are in capable hands. Live long and prosper.
Joel and true. Well then, get us out of here.
With Cooper gone, the Undine won't have a leader pushing them toward war with our forces. I wonder why he was so set on this conflict. We still don't know exactly how long Cooper had been replaced by an Undine, or if the original Cooper is still alive. Perhaps this Undine saw something during his time among the humans that convinced him that the only way to secure the safety of his people was to destroy ours. We know the Iconians have manipulated the Undine before. I guess that they were the ones pushing Cooper to attack. Good thing we dealt with it now, before they launched another attack on Kronos.
Or Earth. Or Molrihan, or anywhere else. Well, luckily, that's a threat dealt with.